The importance of keeping a safe distance for navigation.
Procedures in utilizing setting up Ecdis safety parameters. Safety parameters should be properly understood, explicitly specified in the company SMS, and correctly implemented, taking into account the vessel's position, charted depth, and adjacent navigable waters or hazards. As a result, various modifications to the safety criteria are likely to occur during the voyage, which must be noted in the transit plan. To avoid such scenarios, Ecdis includes a depth alarm system that automatically determines the needed depths for navigation. The contours and depths of distinct areas of the nautical waters represent different parts of the navigational waters. Some of the most common concerns about navigational waters are as follows. Shallow contour indicates the depth below a vessel could run aground and it is equal to vessel's maximum static draft. Safety depth. Maximum draft or the static plus UKC or the company's policy plus squat or the maximum minus the height of tide. Safety contour. It is calculated same as per safety depth and activates alarm when depth is less. Depth contour indicates the limit of sea area where shallow water effects occur that can affect a vessel. It should be estimated twice or 4 times the draft of vessel or depending on the depth of water available.
Ecdis safety settings. Shallow contour setting. To enter a value for the settings on GRC Ecdis, go to chart settings and then choose S57 CMAP-ERCS.
Contour setting. Contour is a line separating a minimum depth area. For example, a 10-meter contour will be a line that separates waters below and above 10 meters deep. The contour are in the value of 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, and so on. Shallow contour value needs to be used to tell Ecdis what is the value of shallow waters for our draft. This is the value of the depth below which it is definite for the vessel to get aground. The shallow contour value needs to be equal to or more than the draft of the vessel. Let us say the vessel draft is 9 meters and we enter the shallow contour value of 9 meters. The Ecdis will display 10 meters contour line as the shallow contour. If the 10-meter contour is not available, it will take next contour as the shallow contour for the vessel. The shallow contour lets the navigator know that between 0 meter deep and the shallow contour, the area is not navigable at all.
My topic is safety depth settings. In Ecdis, we need to enter this minimum depth. It is the same that what we calculated as a simple example in safety contour setting. And as I said in that section, we need to follow the UKC calculation form of the company, which may account for a number of factors to calculate the safety depth required. But the question is, why do we need safety depth settings when we can navigate in waters above the safety contours? This is because the two straightforward reasons. So that's all.
Number 1. The depth above the safety contour may not always be navigable. This is in case of a shallow depth at one point in the navigable waters. Although we might be navigating in areas above safety contour, this isolated depth poses a danger. Safety depth highlights this danger. Number 2. The depths below safety contour may not always be non-navigable. We can understand this if we allow me to go through a safety contour value we entered. We entered the value of 11 meters and when we enter the value of the Ecdis will take next available contour. This will be 15 meters contour. Now, the depths between 11 and 15 meters are navigable for us, but it will show below the safety contour. So in this area between safety contour, shallow contour and safety contour, safety depth will show the depth on which we can navigate. Let us say we set the safety depth to 16 meters on the Ecdis. All depths below 16 meters will be shown more prominently in the black compared to other in gray color. Safety contour. The safety contour is the most important parameter of all the safety settings for the display of unsafe water areas. It detects isolated danger and triggering anti-grounding alarms. The safety contour is basically an outline which marks the division between safe and unsafe waters. The color blue is used to indicate the unsafe areas, while the white or gray for safe areas. The default safety contour is not specified by the mariners is set to 30 meters. The blue color in the traditional paper chart does not provide a vivid picture of shallow water. Example, the deeps mentioned in the blue part of the paper chart may be shallower for a deep draft vessel, while safe for vessel with a smaller draft. Unlike paper charts, Ecdis allows an officer to set safety parameters according to the ship's static or dynamic particulars. The safety contour can be calculated as follows. Safety contours equals ship's draft plus squat plus UKC minus height of tide. Contours are present in the values of 5, 10, 15, 20, and 30 and so on. If the value set by the mariner is not available among the available deep contours, Ecdis select the next deepest available contour in the ANC.
Deep contour. This is a relative term, and user is free to set as per what he believes could be deep water for him. For me, deep water could be 50 meters, while for others, it could be 30 meters or 100 meters. But there can be number of ways we can use the deep water contour. For example, you can set deep water for the maximum anchoring deep where vessel can drop the anchor. So, if your vessel can anchor maximum of 105 meters deep, you can set the deep water contour to 100 meters.
So in danger detection settings, this can help in giving pre-warning of the dangers ahead. Also, we only need to define the area in which we need the Ecdis to warn us. We can define the area in two ways, and these are the vector area and the sector area. Vector area defines the area in length and width, while sector area defines the area in radius and width or angle.
Danger detection settings. Under vector and sector section, you can define the area you want the Ecdis to look ahead. Once these areas are defined, you can turn this on by going to on-ship track and then choosing settings. You can then choose to either vector area or sector area. You can even go to alarm setting page by clicking on set alarm limit from danger detection section.
When you choose to display sector area, it will look like this, and Ecdis will trigger alarm if it detects any danger in this area. When you also choose to display vector area, it will look like this, and Ecdis will trigger alarm if it detects any danger area.
Alarm buzzer settings, but all the security settings in question are useless unless the alarm volume is turned on. If the buzzer volume is muted, Ecdis will not be able to warn navigator. However, there are times when we need to turn off the buzzer. For example, in an area with high traffic density, when we constantly monitor the movement. In this case, frequent alarms will be less important. Navigators should use their professional competence to decide when they need to turn on the buzzer. On the JRC Ecdis, to turn on the sound volume, go to main, setting, and then select volume buzzer volume.